today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this. The first game's out of the way, tied in Week 2. Ryan Switzer on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of designed runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
41-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And now he'll tuck it and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brought down at the 30.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 56 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, here's Newton. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
throwing on third down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
The ball.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
on second down. It's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there.
And it's third down.
On third down, Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
8 yards. And it's
What's up about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage? How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Eagles nothing.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Take over first and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And Oliver.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They got a man. It's Woods. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They go back to the ground with Johnson.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
3-3.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Jerry Hughes on the tackle.
From the 39, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down and deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down, Newton.
Well, that call makes sense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Hauschka's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
6. Eagles 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton to Jefferson on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Again, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Under pressure was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this.
Newton on the keeper.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets past one man. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Los Angeles.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Newton eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays Went in the wrong direction. A give to Jones. Broken tackle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Now Newton on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, second and inches. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 50, Newton. Incomplete.
Newton's pass.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Throwing on second and 3. Newton flush to his right. He'll try and run it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jones, the ball.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Rams tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Kaepernick now on first down. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
By Emerson Griffin.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jones. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
At the 33-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The open man is Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
second and
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, we can talk about it. Runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
good. Makes the score Rams 17, Eagles 6.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 29, Newton. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To Keenan Allen.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Allen has it, left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Newton on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Westbrook.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third and 10. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Kaepernick to throw again. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Jones, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on attack. On time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Kaepernick again.
1-yard line.
Underneath for Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Bernard. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Los Angeles, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.